Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Abomination Vaults Pathfinder 2nd Edition podcast that we like to call Monster Interrupted. I am GM Jeff Ball, your host. Somebody put it to me that I never say, hello, everyone. So there you go. Testing my new microphone setup. This microphone is not new in itself, but I have some different gear supporting it, and hopefully it will... Now that I'm a little closer, you get more Mr. Microphone and less of the room, so I can be on par and sound as nice, gentle as some of you guys with, funny enough, cheaper equipment. Don't ask me how that worked out. Must be the editor. Yeah, I'll get on to the editor. Oh, that's me as well. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back. Last time we left our party, we had what I like to call an epic boss fight. It was several episodes long. They fought a classic Forgotten Realms monster called a Glibbering Mouther. And it was a big ball.
Nasty.
Yeah, a big ball of jello covered in moaning mouths. Drove everyone confusedly insane and worse. And it would engulf people. And we had, we had a Kraga popsicle. We had a Tassie, in the jello pool kind of thing. But it's gone now. It's dead. And we got XP, as is proper. Right? Right. Okay. So guys, down in the depths. Down in the deepest depths of the dark, dank... Okay, it's 3rd level. You're like 3 levels down. It's not that bad. I mean, it's a very damp cavern that you're currently in. 2 exits. One, where we chase this thing trying to escape, that just constantly narrows. The roof gets far lower. I don't know how you guys feel about crawling on your hands and knees. But technically, a bit of a squeeze, but it is possible, if you guys really want to risk it. Hands and knees, left... squeezing on this like little dirt track with definitely got a bunch of water going down the right track, squeezing around bends. Who knows where it leads? Deeper in the dungeon? It does seem to go on a downward slope. Or maybe up to freedom, or giant treasure hoard, or a mimic, or a combat where something attacks somebody right in their face and you guys are all lined up behind, rather helpless, or squeezing side by side. This is your current conditions if you want to risk it. But
we got a bunch of dudes with reach. We lined this up right. It's not that bad.
Did I mention downward slope? We could take you to 4th level. What happened to being a completionist, Matt, where you get to clear 3rd level?
It's true.
No, you guys do as you like. This dungeon is actually...
You said the word treasure hoard, so now I need to know,
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Also,
but you're right. Have we completed searching the 3rd floor?
No, and there's a 2nd exit, like right behind you. Again, a tight, winding, cavernous, but no water this time. Not quite as bad or as tight as the northerly route that winds down. This one, at a glance, seems to stay on par. And again, there's whoa, where does it go?
Yep.
Yeah.
Path of least resistance, but I'm new, so I won't make the decision.
It seems more like a cop-out, like you can't blame me, I'm just the new guy. So what's
also
your
not
party?
The brightest lizard in the 6-pack?
Yeah, considering you're doing halfling cavity searches for your holy relic. Yeah, don't listen to this guy. So what do you guys want to do?
Did we leave the rope hanging down from the well for a shortcut out of this place if we needed one?
No.
No, you pulled. Yeah, you pulled me up.
Pulled you up with it. Okay, I wasn't sure how it worked. Okay,
because I needed all the help I could get so that Mouther didn't kill me.
Yeah, you were at 1 hit point and weren't sure you were really close to dead.
I think it was like 1 hit point or less than 5 or something.
Yeah, it nearly killed all of us, let alone just you on your own. So not surprising.
I think it was discussed.
That was a tough fight.
Do leave the rope, but yeah. Okay.
Good. By the way, massive golf clap for the healing crew on that one, because we needed it.
You got 2 clerics. You got
Down.
2
I'm up.
clerics.
I'm down.
Come
I'm
on.
up. I'm down. I'm up. Yes, but if we didn't
Yeah.
have 2 clerics, we would have no clerics because we all would have died.
Yeah, I think we were all. I think we had just healed up or just rested before the battle, and I was out of everything by the end of it.
I don't know. 2 clerics and a champion walk into a dungeon. Stop me if you've heard this cakewalk. All right. You guys are aware of doors that you passed back in the ruined library. You guys went in and fought a bunch of cultists, and there was that smashed shelf library type thing. There's a bunch of exits that we have yet to explore. So you do know that there's, a couple rooms. But again, this dungeon has several ways down onto each level within each level, right? And maybe some will be trickies. Maybe, we're going down, but you find yourself going up, and, who knows? I will caution that each level is designed for a leveled character. But they do have that. If somebody wanted to go down 3 stairwells and try and mop up XP against a creature that's several levels above them, have at it. But, my name is Jeff, and I'm here to say a big fat TPK is on the way. You know what I'm saying?
How is everybody's resources? Like, should we maybe rest and recoup?
Didn't we just rest at the last? I seem to have all my healing skills back now. So
Okay, I was wondering if we had done that, because I think it took a lot out of us.
Kraga is not in great shape with wounded 1 and 27 wounds.
Well, Kraga got whisked away mid-fight.
Oh, I've got him on the board, so I thought maybe he'd come back.
We didn't rest. You're right. Never mind, because I'm looking at the wrong actions. I've used all my. No, we have to rest. Yeah, we definitely.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
don't have much in the way of resources, but I don't have any resources. But for me, it's just a matter of 10-minute, take a break, and then I can touch myself again.
Okay. Well, here the air is cold and damp. I don't know if you guys find that very restful. The pond does have that well fixture, or it was this thing actually just a sewer. You know what I mean? Is this fresh water and we have a drinking source, or spells to purify water, or... in this day and age, obviously you gotta boil everything. Even in Dungeons and Dragons world, there's the survival skill, and you make a survival roll, and you could pretty much just nuke any water into yumminess.
What was in that room that was just back up the stairs that we came from? It was just like an empty room, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
I
we
would
searched
say
it. You searched it, yeah.
that's
But a couple
probably
rooms back.
a place to chill. Did we search down here for any treasures?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
All we found were exits. If you guys,
I would say
want-
go back up to the room. At least there we've got a flat floor.
We can close the doors as well to
Can
keep.
close the doors. Yeah, give us a little bit of defense.
Yeah. In case Kraga comes back and teleports back to the adjacent room, we can pretend no one's home. That sounds good to me.
Guys.
Spiegler. We miss you and your dwarven stealth. Not to mention Corey doesn't have Spiegler's orc to one up the kill count with. But all right. Let's all
that might not necessarily be a bad thing.
Let's all head back to what was called the guard room. Back up the stairs, round the corner. Oh yeah, it's the room where half of us went nuts, because we left the door open. I believe Drew, being our Fantasy Grounds aficionado, and since Fantasy Grounds is still officially our sponsor, they don't talk to us, but I still have all the books they gave us, so I would like to thank them for being a sponsor. They're still in the credits. Drew, we talked about the overnight rest button, which is on the party sheet for me and you. Did we remember where we actually found that button?
As a GM, I think it's in the... I want to say it was the combat tracker, actually.
Okay.
And then if there's something down at the bottom you can click on, I feel like.
I found a way to wipe out everyone's hero points and then re-up them to 1 without asking everyone to be honest or dishonest. Mm-hmm. Something in the combat tracker, you say?
Yeah, I was thinking it was in the bottom, like left or right.
I got nothing. Anyway, I think you guys might actually have it for yourselves. On your character sheets themselves, I believe you guys have a rest option in the activities tab. Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm looking.
Getting to know you and your character sheet. Combat?
There's a long-term rest, but there's nothing for us to do. It's like just information.
Oh, okay. So, going to your, did you say long-term rest? So under
long-term rest.
Tells us here.
Well, that's the
Party
only
over-
thing that's in
It
here.
actually, it says here in that after the party overnight rests, the GM can right-click on the PC in the combat tracker or their open character sheet and select overnight rest from the menu. So
there it is. Okay, I got it. Right. There isn't something that lets me do everybody at once, but I can sort of overnight rest each of you. Gotcha. Okay.
Long-term rest, the GM has to do. It doesn't tell any other options.
There you go. You're all rested. Fresh as a daisy. Let's not get Troy Wart riled up. All right. There you go. I will say, now here's the best thing if you use your GM smarts, okay? The proximity of that creature, all the other creatures getting used to that wailing, not wanting to go nuts. This is a pretty good room, Matt, for you to decide to bed down. You kill the biggest, you know the theory in Jurassic Park? The kid was like collecting urine and feces from the nastiest, hugest dinosaur, and then he just left an open bottle where he was hiding because nothing else came by when they could smell that, right?
Yeah.
Now, before Tassie starts offering his poop around, I'm just saying, because of the monster that was nearby, probably is nothing going to come down here and investigate. But there's always.
Yeah, we'll still schedule a watch.
Always a
But I
chance.
think it's mostly going to be me and No, you have spells too, don't you, Corey? I'm the only one who doesn't actually have spells, I think.
Bloodshot snake in the morning.
Dubsy. So it's me and Dubsy who will be trading off on watches.
Yeah, you
All
don't
right.
want me casting spells.
Did we not just talk about fatigue
Somebody can
and getting 4 hours versus 8?
Yes, probably.
Yeah.
But no, I think we figured it out. It was 12 hours, and then everybody gets enough.
Okay.
Or was it
'Cause
10
says
hours?
Typically you get 8, but you want to 8 with no watches. You guys want to spread it out so that everyone gets 8.
Everyone gets their rest. Yeah.
So you would need to. Okay. And that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, 12 hours. I mean, what's the difference in a dungeon?
Exactly.
You guys have. I know people are like, "Oh, so boring sitting in a cold room," but you guys have your little. That's something
We
else I
have
wanted to ask.
theater of the mind. Fast
No,
forward.
But you guys all should have a backpack and bedroll. Yes, I know Elric does. He always comes prepared. Everyone have a backpack and bedroll.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe some of you like sleeping on the whole card ground. Okay, so as long as you do, you technically have that insulative layer and soft, cushy picnic, comforter that you can move around, flip over, warm with body heat. Keep you from getting the cold fatigue, like laying out in the open kind of thing. So as long as you have that gear, you guys should be able to swap stories, get to know each other better, sharpen all your gear, maintain, oil, everything that you own, like just maintenance as well as rest, right? All that downtime. So, as Matt was saying, doing the ding, sun comes up in the dungeon, good morning, it's the middle of the night, let's fight. Where would you guys want to go next? Back down into the tunnels or back up, or I should say over, and try to finish off the level known as the library?
Comrades, where should should we go?
Well, seeing as this floor here seemed to have a lot of stuff that seemed to want to kick our butt. We've handled a lot of it. Try to figure out what's the rest of this floor, maybe close it off. See if we can find out what the meaning of this floor is till we find a way down.
It's best to be thorough.
One searching for a mysterious chalice, you've got to look everywhere, I guess.
Finally, someone who gets me.
As long as you're eating chalices and not our little friend here you keep calling Snack, we'll be good.
So everyone's done the mandatory cavity search in this guy's presence, or what? Who's offering a cheek? Huh? No. Gotta look everywhere. I don't know why I keep bringing that terrible joke up. I was so horrified when he did that. It's so terrible. Anyway, well, that's 2 votes. You know, what say you, Dubsy?
Definitely got to check everywhere. There's going to be a hidden room. I can feel it.
Okay. Cognual? You on board with this?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay. And being the voice of the narrator, I get to get in anyone's head. And, you know, meanwhile, Markov. Do, making my money, go where the party says. And then I get cash, hey. What do you say there, Eric? Care to weigh in?
Wherever the coin is leading me, that is where they will take me. I have no right to tell them where they're going to take me.
I think that's a cool trick, right? Open a hallway door, roll a coin, and if it rolls left, those are the doors you go towards. Oh, we're going this way. Fate. Yeah. Oh, you didn't mean literally. Oh, I'm sorry. All right.
I mean, we can always come back here.
Sure.
So go north and, yeah, explore the doors we didn't open in all these rooms.
Mm-hmm. Returning to a large rectangular room that has the corners cut off flat, as it were, there are bookshelves, some standing, lots rotting, and some tipped over, thrown about, where you guys had an interesting fight with some of the spellcasting cultists, as well as, your just average ghoul. There is a door. Let's do some pinging. Yeah, apologies to the podcast. There is a door immediately on the same wall to the right that you guys came out of that I don't think you've gone back into or haven't found a back way around. There is a door on the west wall over here and a door on the north wall. We came in the east wall. There's double doors on the north wall, by the way. We came in the east door, and there were 2 doors to the south. One east, one west, and we jumped in the first one, went westerly, and it took us down several rooms and down some stairs, and oh my god, and now you're back. Does my knowledge check of breaking the 4th wall know if I've leveled up yet? Drew, what do you can ask me. You don't have to ask chat. Don't bug seek.
He feels our pain of not leveling up every session.
Yeah. I know some of you guys have actually changed your Discord and role and Twitch to like actually be your name or your character's name so the other audience knows it's you. But I am totally calling Drew out on Silverius D. That's Drew. He's not a lurker. He's not. Oh, I guess he's still a fan. I'm sorry. Did you're still a fan, right?
Probably not. No. He's pierced the veil, Jeff.
I know. Why listen to the podcast when you just show up and play? All right. So where do you guys want to go?
Let's hit the other south door.
I agree. That
other was thinking the same.
Door looks good.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I will stand to the side to allow Dubsy to ply his trade. I won't address him. I'll just give him a sidelong glance.
Too long of a look.
Yeah. Come into the prep room, my little friend.
It's almost like he knows what's in there, just waiting.
I'm honestly, if I read this room description and it's like a kitchen, a prep, or a pantry, I'm going to die laughing because the endless thing. A perception check in the tower. Unbeknownst to the player, when they roll their dice in the tower, the results become known to me, not them. Now, a secret check, perception, is usually rolled by the GM, and I'll just like, oh, what's your plus? And they'll say plus 10 or plus 9 in Dubsy's case, and I'll roll and, ooh, yes, no. This is something I do like about Fantasy Grounds is even the secret checks, technically the player gets to roll them, but they don't get to know the results, and I get to interpret said results. You don't seem to find a trap. What do you do?
Hey guys, have you ever noticed I've never found a trap? Anyway, let's open the door.
I want to test that theory. Okay, here you go.
I will open the door.
It's Dubsy, so you must be doing a fantastic job.
All right. Marching order. Tassie looks into a room. It's a narrow hallway of 10 feet before it opens into a 15 feet wide and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 foot long room. Very similar to the room adjacent through the wall, but the tables and such are a little different. What kind of, before we get too much detail, what kind of marching order are we looking at? So Tassie is in. Who wants to stack up behind him? Cognual? Or get some clerics in there?
Yeah, I'd be happy to stack in behind.
Okay. Followed by whom?
Oh, can I request a light spell from my resident mage? Who's got that business?
No wizards here. Just too many clerics.
I will assist with the light spell, my friend. Where would you like it cast? Your sword? Tail?
Shield, probably, I think.
Tail or shield?
Tail or shield? You know what? I kind of like the tail idea.
Yeah, but if you're on point, it's going to shine in our faces.
Yeah, true. No, do the shield. Do the shield. Then it's like, yeah, do the shield. If you look at my character icon, I've got a little gem mounted in the center of my shield. That's the target of it.
It is done.
And then I will take point.
Okay. And he goes. All right. So closely followed by Cognual. Is this Dubsy bringing up the middle? And then we have the clerics, Kenro and Elric. Is that what we're happy with? Right.
I'll be second last. Yeah.
Okay. I just need to know for the straight line.
Elric can be fodder for anything that's at the back end of us.
Okay. I was thinking more of that nice line effect lightning bolt spell. You're talking about traps, right? Poof.
What do I see? Perception in the tower.
This room is lined with tables divided up into several narrow corrals, with old wooden chairs pushed against them. Upon them, old stacks of paper and tattered books sit amid dry inkwells and brittle writing quills. I think a corral are those tables that have like the little cubicles that start on the table surface. They just are like these little subdividers so that you and the guy at the library next to you have a little bit of privacy. I'm thinking this is what the map's trying to show us here. To the south, a skeleton dressed in shiny-looking chainmail lies slumped on the floor, clutching something in his bony hands.
Sword out.
Okay.
Approach skeleton.
Skeleton?
And give it the obligatory poke.
Okay. Do you have medicine society? Maybe try to identify.
Do I have medicine? No, I don't. But society.
Do you have sunglasses that you could take off slowly when you kneel down to see if he was murdered?
This guy has a boner. Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's this out of his chest. Not sure how he died.
Where did you get those sunglasses?
Okay.
Custom.
I imagine you were doing the intro, right, to the one show where they always do that one
CSI
line.
Yeah.
Miami. Yeah, with the Who. You got it.
Yeah, David. What's his name? David Cassidy. David Cassidy. Something Cassidy. I don't know. Anyways, sorry.
Okay. The skeleton is at the very. They don't show it, but he's the body is right in front of you, like at the very back of the room.
Yep.
Okay.
So I poke it. Does it try to poke me back?
Poke it with what?
My sword.
Oh, okay. A chill suddenly envelops the south end of the room, and the skeletal remains do not twitch, but make a slight rattling, bony sound.
Okay, I'm going to take a couple steps back.
Can I have perception for initiative, everyone, please? As a phantasmic, spectral female,
Oh, damn, not one.
dusky,
Oh, good to get that out of the way, I guess.
purple-skinned apparition, maybe because they're undead and purple's a thing, pale, silken, white, silvery hair flows over pale, bloodshot, and yet red-pupilled eyes, with pallid and yet purpley dark skin, and slight high cheekbones, slender, almost elvish features, as a woman appears apparating over top of perhaps what was once her body. At the top of, and the picture I just showed you guys, it's funny, their arms are folded and they look like it was sort of like they're perturbed as opposed to like, bleh, you know, just sitting arms folded, floating in the air like, what the hell? What are you guys doing? However, a poke, a disturbance in the, shall we say, ether, right? And Kenro at the top, near the back.
See this apparition just kind of...
She rises up, you know, up in the air, not quite to the ceiling, but it's kind of like you can see right over one's head. You know, something's going on. Tassie hisses and steps back, so obviously he's touched something he hasn't.
I haven't seen anything attack yet. I know in this dungeon some of the stuff hasn't attacked us. We've been able to talk with it. So what I'm actually going to do is, can I get up to Tassie? 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. I can get to Tassie with my speed here.
Okay.
And because it is a touch spell, I am going to cast Sanctuary on him. Because he's right in front. We don't know what's going on, but I don't want to invoke any fighting if we don't have to. Because we've been getting our asses kicked, so...
Sure.
I'm going to walk Sanctuary and say, Tassie, be careful, but let's be cautious.
Okay.
Can I move when I'm under that spell?
The only thing you can't do
you just can't.
I just can't be hostile, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wasn't planning on anyways.
Stop
right
poking
off the
stuff with
bat.
your sword. Why are you poking me? Stop poking me with your sword. Look what happens.
Well, I poked you because
Right to the bone. Thank you.
Well,
Just
I
saying.
will apologize. Sorry, so sorry to disturb.
Okay. You will see your initiative perception at the top, and then stealth, And then there's a new drop-down menu, and it says Roll Initiative, where you can select the skill that you are currently using. Perhaps you're using Diplomacy, Intimidation, and there's a drop-down menu now where you can make it your initiative roll, including Perception again. Right? Just so you know. No, right now everyone's wandering, so it's all Perception. So, Ken comes in, little word of advice, and slaps Sanctuary on Tassie. Okay? Next, the female spirit is, manifesting, manifests. There is your picture. And as I described before, pale and yet purple, ethereal beauty and yet somewhat menacing. I mean, undead are not exactly always so, nice to stand next to. Where is Belcora? Does anyone speak Elvish? Anyone? No? Okay. The first words out of her mouth sound musical and yet sort of a harsh dialect to be Elvish. And then she seems to, I
do speak
what?
Elvish.
You do? Okay. So that's translation. Darathka Belcora. It's a little harsh, but it's Elvish. Just the dialect is a little choppy, right? Something like more Arabic than Hindi or Punjabi, which might be smoother, a little harsher. Okay. And then as if focusing on you guys and realizing that there ain't no elves in the house or remembering where and what she is, she does switch to common. Unless our cleric would jump in and answer her first, because there is that pause where she wants her question answered in Elvish.
Did she say?
She said, "Where is Belcora?" Do you remember Belcora?
I would answer back in common so that my party could hear me. I would say,
"Sure."
Who was Belcora? I don't remember who that was.
Belcora. Do we have any original party members? Like your original party member was the little gremlin dude, right?
Yeah.
Goblin
Craig.
guy, right? Craig's not here right now. Cognul's here. You remember the paintings that we found on the island? And one was a male drow. And then they talk about the legend of Belcora, who built this lighthouse. Something for Kenro's point of view, it's something sextugen, who cares who built it, right? So I get it. Kenro doesn't remember, but Belcora was supposed to be the mistress of this domain. Her family built this lighthouse. She was lording over it. The Karen Wraith was all about being manservant to Belcora, that kind of thing. So the boss, she's asking for the boss. And I'll give you that as freebie, because if you ask who's Belcora, I'm sure one of your patriots will be like, the reason we're here.
Okay. I would actually turn to my compatriot and just say she's asking where Belcora is. Not really my turn, so I really can just only say
she's not attacking. And like I said, you guys stopped her cold with you know what I mean? Like we went into turns. Combat, you ran up, you cast a spell. It was her turn next. She did not attack. She started talking and everything just stalled. Now, that being said, if you guys want to start like pulling weapons and doing all kind of stuff on your turn in the background, we can recap that.
Yeah. So I would turn to the party and say she's looking for Belcora. I don't know where that is or where they are. So if anyone has any information, please speak now and I can translate if needed.
Yeah, I'll do a knowledge society to recall to see what I know about Belcora.
Okay, out society. Sure. How about a couple in the tower, boys? All around.
Would religion be? Probably not for me.
Lore, astrology.
Written in the stars. It would have to be something related to the family, like, oh, they were a family of astrologers, slightly higher DC, and I could mention it, right? You guys can throw any skill you want in there. Society would be your first one because you're just talking about a family name or a person's name.
I'll go astrology because I think that astrology is one of the main things for this actual module we're playing. I took it for a reason. There we are.
In case she's a wisp, I put in lore wisp. Just saying.
Okay. Her presence and energy, especially towards our 2.5 clerics, blatantly undead negative energy. She seems to have the same transparency as the ghost librarian that we unfortunately pissed off and fought. She has that same ethereal presence that fades in and out. She is part here and part on the ethereal plane. Her perception of you guys is faded and groggy from her perspective because she's not completely here, but she has manifested here. She is solid enough to hurt you as well as be seen by us and be hurt with the right probable weapons. So I'm not saying that she's a ghost, but ghost, specter, incorporeal undead, definitely. Mr. Religion roll. Yes, pretty. You don't know about Balcora, but while you're racking your brain for Balcora being maybe another incorporeal spirit like the one in front of you, it's definitely incorporeal undead that we have encountered. Okay, she does seem eloquent, but commanding enough that she's likely short on patience. And she says, switching to common, picking up. She's a very smart spirit, picking up on the language that now Kenro is muttering. I may not understand what you're saying because you're keeping your volume down, but I understand common. It's being spoken. You know what I mean? I can understand that. I think you're muttering to each other in common. She changes to common. And again, with a delightful, airy, and somewhat melodic, but again, somehow harsh accent. There's the difference between like the female British accent and the female Slavic accent. Both are really cool and exotic, but one has sort of a light side, one has sort of a dark side, and this is definitely a harsher, darker accent, but still exotic and enticing. And even though obviously some kind of Elvish is her first language, in common, she says, Balcora needs me now in death, even more than in life. You, she points at you. You guys see the picture? Her arms are still folded. The one finger, see that on the side? Indicating you guys by just turning her hip a little bit and pointing a finger at you guys, waggling it at the air in your general direction. See that in the picture? I know it's a podcast. I'm so sorry. You should consider the same. Can I have perception all around, please?
Sorry, forgot to drop in the tower.
That's fine. Still, Cognual with the best roll. Being a dwarf, when the taskmaster says breaks over, get back to work, she's pointing at the tables that are probably used by scribes, as if she would want you to resume whatever task the scribes were doing. And you get the proverbial ghostly eyebrow raised like she's waiting. Chop, chop. What do you guys do?
I actually, friends, just so we are aware, I do have a rubbering of the silvery rooms from the floor. I have Morrowwind's books on tattoos, and I have some tattooed flesh from Aller Rosk. So I have some bits and bobs and pieces of what these people have been doing. Would we like to show them to her?
You pull out the tattooed flesh. Here's my work. You're a teacher. Can you grade this? Or is it more like you want more of these? Kind of like a question?
I will bow formally.
Okay.
And introduce myself. I am Tatsy of the Writhing Blade,
and I seek the chalice of grit. Have you seen it?
Okay. And this on top of Kenro rustling his pockets. What are you guys doing? That kind of because we're still kind of in combat round. So like, was anyone like pulling a pouch, slipping a dagger? You know, I'm assuming that like when you guys enter a room, you have a weapon ready, but doesn't necessarily mean you're brandishing it. You know, short sword in hand, but you don't necessarily like shield up, sword up, dun, 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 kill everything. Like you guys are obviously armed and armored. Anyone can see that. So most creatures are a little taken aback when you barge in their room as looking like soldiers, right? You know what you want to know from the monster perspective? Because we call this Monster Interrupted, okay? Have you ever seen any historical movie where the Roman soldiers come into a room? They step in briskly, quickly, quietly, authoritatively, and fan out, scanning the room. And there's always a lead person going, and this. You know what I mean? What's the usual reaction to someone coming into their home or their workplace? You know, usually a little bit of bristling, right? This person seems to be pretty calm, though, you know, trying to take charge. But just to let you guys know, because it always kills me when players are like, whoa, 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 lady, let's talk. What's your rush? Whatever. It's like, you guys are like, you know, it's like a bunch of ICE agents kicking over a Walmart. And everybody in there goes, ah! And they go, oh, no, we're here to shop. Like, what are you freaking out for, dude? Pulling down their mask, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay. So just so you know the tone that a player usually sets at a disadvantage, right? Now, that being said, I always picture, even whip in hand, Kenro just sliding in, being smooth. Yeah, Ken just, you know, hey, this is just apparel. This is an accessory. What are you talking about? You know,
This is playtime.
yeah, no, there's no spell going on here. I just punctuate my sentences with a crack of the whip, and he said forth, that was true. You know, that kind of thing. Again, there's, you know, subtlety. Then you have Dubsy like, armed? I'm not armed. These are your weapons. Suddenly holding up your sword at you. There you go. You want this back? Yeah.
Dubsy blinks one eye at a time. You know, blink, blink.
Oh, like a gecko or a...
Yeah. It's like his way of eye rolling from what Tassie said.
Oh, he's been practicing, but that's the best you can come up with? Is that what
Yeah.
you're doing? You just do the blink, blink and tell me that's your eye roll?
Yeah, that's my eye roll.
Oh, cool. I like that. Come back to that in the future at a good timing, and you might end up with a hero point for it. That's really good. Okay. So just a quick party check as I blathering on. In this moment, right, we've got some talking, spell's been cast, Tassie's either buying time or just doing his thing of his faith. Cognual, Dubsy, Elric, a little movement, a little prep, a little something. Were you guys doing anything right now to move in, fan out, get a spell ready, or again, careful, don't look too hostile. We're trying to keep this on the down low, but
Elric's too short. He can't see. He's kind of doing like a little hop, just trying to like, what is everyone talking about? What's going on?
Dubsy will move to the first set of tables and start
Okay.
looking at the one to the west.
okay. Elric, where have you gone, Elric?
Out of the way of the very dangerous thunderbolt that you keep mentioning that probably won't happen, but is also very scary. So Elric moves to the side of the room.
Okay. Kind of tucking in on the end of that table where Dubsy's sort of mid-table examining the one across from you.
Exactly. It kind
Uh,
of looks like I could be working. You can't really see me. Being short works out well.
Do you actually take a chair?
Oh yeah, I'll take a chair.
Okay. Cognual, I see
Uh,
you've moved. What are you doing?
I've moved up to Kenro's right. At the time, I'm going to swap my clan dagger for a javelin.
Okay. Your change of weapon is noted, but doesn't seem to spur this spirit into action.
I'm just going to kind of casually, make like I need something to lean on and sort of, lean on the...
Oh,
lean on
okay.
the
So
javelin.
can I have a deception roll? I'm tired. This is my cane. So you pull it out. You don't ready it. You actually plant it like a walking
Yeah.
stick or something. Sure. Can I have a deception roll on the tower? in the tower. Okay,
Oh,
Tassie, taking all this in, but she
Completely good.
does address you. I know not of Amrit. If you are not scribes, be gone, she says warningly. If I had sleeves, she'd be rolling them up, but I'm just sitting there. You know, the one finger starts patiently and tapping, and it's not tapping like nervous tap, it's rhythmically tapping. 1, 2, 3, as almost if she's counting, or countdown, or perhaps I've given these fools a few seconds to comply.
Do you guys
before I
want to
have
fight
get-
her? Do you guys want to fight her, or do you guys want to just go out of the room?
Dubsy doesn't want to look like a nerd. He'd want to leave.
Yeah, I think we would all probably just. I would say if we.
So Tassie glances behind his shoulder to see, you know, kind of make eye contact with everybody, and then looks up at her and says, "Sorry to disturb." Bows formally again and
Okay.
starts backing out of the room. Not so. I want to be the last one out of the room. I won't pass anybody else. I will wait till people
Okay.
funnel behind me.
All right, you guys funneling like good little chattel.
And what was
Very
the name of
not
the person
okay
she was
place.
looking for?
Belcora.
Belcora. I'll, as I'm backing out, I'll say, if I see Belcora, who should I say is seeking them?
She almost has to think a moment. Dubsy's out of the room. Elric's so fast, it was almost like he never entered the room, right? I'm gone. Okay, I'm out. Free pass for no combat. Hey, man, you get paid whether you cast spells or not, so I'm totally on board with you. Like, I'm out. Still in the room, Cognual, Kenro, backing Tassie. You guys start making a move for the door while Tassie is, you know, his tail is flicking at you guys like, back up, back up.
She actually asked for, though, when she asked for something. I didn't quite hear. She asked what her people were doing, or what was she said in common?
She says that she serves Belcora in death now, even when she did in life. And she suggests you guys do the same, indicating the scribe tables like you guys are the new scribes, get to work. And then you were pulling out all those, oh, you want notes, you want something, so you're pulling out all these notes and you get ready to show them, but all of a sudden the scene changed where she's talking, she watches Cognual, pull out a javelin and then plant it sharply into the ground, proving how sharp one end is. But leaning on it casually. And then Tassie's like, oh, sorry, we're out of here. Little tails pushing on you because you're right behind him. Did you want to step up and show images, or are we past that now and you want to?
I would probably take from Tassie and Cognual and start heading back, knowing that Tassie's sanctuary on him is still pretty kind of safe in case
Okay.
things go sour.
All right. Cognual, you backing up?
yeah, I'm gonna back up. Just casually, like whatever.
Okay. She keeps her distance, but when you guys get the proverbial 20 feet away, she begins following you, like just floating forward as if she's going to physically see you out or somehow ethereally close the door. You didn't catch it before, but there is something small, like a ring, holding something dark amongst the tatters of clothing that catch the light. It's just that right angle. Tassie's bowed down a head lower. Didn't catch it on the way in. Just your head lower and your light spell just catches something on the body that flickers like a large brassy goldenish, gold plated
Mouth of a child?
oval. Yeah. I didn't say that. Kendall's like, shove chalice. He closes the door. Get him.
He's cool.
Chalice. Kenro doesn't really like anybody. And to assure our escape, sacrifice. No, but seriously.
No, continue backing out of the room as if she's following for sure.
Yep.
I mean, we can always go back in there.
Yep.
Always walk through the door after us. So at least this other room is bigger in case something happens. We can move around a bit.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Taz, you just catch that glint on the body.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
So, can I have perception in the tower? As you guys are backing out of the room, you guys notice. I love it when someone just randomly gets a high roll and you get to point something out, but it's kind of cool that fits with story that it's the rogue. So, Dubsy, currently I have your minis like you guys have all left, but as you guys are leaving in that last moment, she comes forward to the center of the room, and then you guys all notice that she just seems to like forget you. Okay. And turns towards one of the tables as if she's going to return to her work. That's what it seems like she's doing. But Dubsy, there's something about her body language that doesn't look like she's going to task. It looks like she speeds up. She wafts a little faster, as if striding, as if has purpose, as if exiting the room. There's almost a little bit of a reach of a hand towards like a doorknob kind of thing, as if she were going to go and transverse through a door. A couple moments later, the last couple guys get out of the room, and now we're caught up to where that moment in time was, where everyone's outside the room, stacked all around the door. She's gone. What do you guys want to do?
So still standing at the door with the door open because she
Yep.
just disappeared.
Mhm.
I'll whisper to my companions, I saw something of value on the skeleton.
Value to everybody or just to yourself, Tassie? We know you have your own personal gains afoot.
It was golden in color. The snack could retrieve it silently.
I've cast a spell on you that you can't even be attacked, so you could try yourself as well if you'd like. It only lasts for a minute, though, so you better be quick.
Interesting. So you guys going to go with the old stealth, like she doesn't even perceive me? Or I'll try to be quiet, and if she does perceive me and we wake up the dungeon, at least she can't get in that first hit, and we could run away. Interesting. What do you do?
The end of its limit, so we must make a decision soon.
Dubsy will say, did anybody else see her reach for the wall? That was really weird, right? Like, maybe there's something there?
Well, I saw her kind of go to a desk and disappear. I didn't see her reach into a wall.
I don't know. There might be something there.
Well,
Screw it.
And I run in and try to grab the item off of the body.
you open the door regular or do you slam it open?
Oh, I didn't even close it, dude. It wasn't closed.
Okay.
No, he just screw it. And even though he talks about how his scales are his armor, his gear, clink, 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 clink.
I'll throw a stealth check. You never know.
So is it run in the room and we're avoiding stealth, or is it,
Well, I'm limited in time for the sanctuary spell, so
right.
Would you
Oh,
say
so
it's cast a gel?
I think I would just go for it. I wouldn't even bother with stealth. You're right.
You can do both. Like, screw it. He charges in the room, and after 10 paces, he just pulls himself up short, starts sneaking. Once there's that little hallway, right? There's that tiny hallway before you get to the room. Charges down the hallway and then stops and starts tiptoeing into the room. You can do that.
Yep.
Allow both if you want.
Tubbsy, would you like
In the tower.
It's in.
Scooby-Doo walk his whole way there.
You don't even notice that Markov is right behind you. You're going to go with him?
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay. Can I have one in the tower, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. What do we got here? So stealth these days, ladies and gentlemen, is not perception versus stealth. It goes directly off of my monster level, my
DC
character
or-
DC. Yeah. Which is like 24.
Oh damn! I'm not making that.
at least 20 for my level.
I would have had to have
50
rolled
for
a
my
nat 20.
At least 50. Oh, it's okay. At least she doesn't say Markov, right? Yeah, he'll get away. Don't worry. Markov will, at least she didn't see Markov. So you guys run in or slip into the room, and you go quickly try to pat down the body and see what that shiny was.
Yep.
What's the shiny thing, right?
It
Now,
could be the chalice.
Remember I said that the woman actually is wearing a chain shirt? So this whole off-the-shoulder evening gown number must be some sort of Neo-Matrix self-perception. This is how I saw myself in life. In an evening gown with some key ring, like as opposed to the actual body, unless maybe it's not her body. The actual body wears chain shirt, has books scattered around it, like it was trying to do one last read. A tiny key on a belt, and there it is. A glinting... Oh, isn't that interesting? It's a portrait of a drow male.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a little
cameo. Right,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
little thingy.
locket, a locket.
Yeah. But it's just obvious
But
on
it's-
a pendant.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or it's sorry, not on a pendant. It's like stuffed in a pocket. It's actually pretty big, like it's hand mirror or like the
Oh,
not
okay.
palm, but like, all right. And so as if it's the type of thing that props up on your work desk. Here's a picture of my family, right? My beloved, my whoever, right? And it's like, but it's stuffed in a pocket because someone was going from A to B. I won't dare leave this around, So yeah, it's like the 5x7 on its side, right?
So
Only
it's
oval.
not the chalice of Amrit. That's what you're saying.
I don't know. Maybe rip off the painting and look behind it.
No, I will not do that. Come on.
Destroy the painting of the beloved. No, okay.
So I'll quickly gather up anything of interest I can pull off of this thing.
The chain shirt is in good condition, but you'd need a moment. and
Yeah,
hour
no,
to
I
do
won't
it.
worry.
Unless,
I won't worry
unless
about the
you
chain
literally want to
shirt.
just fireman.
Oh,
tilt
hike
whole
the body.
Yeah. Do, 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 do.
Yeah, I would totally do that. I would 100% do that. Yoink, grab the whole thing, turn around and out the door.
Okay. Picks up the body.
And I'll
Elric.
give you an athletics. I think you'll probably want that.
Okay. So that nothing is like too fast or too obvious. The items listed, like maybe Elric, you saw the key in the belt. He's focused on the chest, so he's all about the portrait. You both can't help but notice that the chainmail's in good condition. Whatever else is on there, there's enough clothing and armor left that there might be some toys and tools, right? That kind of thing. Anyway, but he hoofs the body with 17 athletics and runs for it, or tries to just sneak out doing the overstuffed Santa sack. Ching, ching, ching.
I mean, I can't see quiet being a thing at all, so I think I would just go for it.
All right.
Like, pick it up, potato sack it, and go.
Well, in this case, I guess it's firemen carry it and go, but...
Yeah.
All right. So out the door he goes. Elric, he goes, like, suddenly a burst of speed just goes whipping past you. What do you do?
Son of a bitch! And then chase after him.
Okay. You take one step and poof. And oh, look. Oh, good. Dubsy was right. She does seem to come through the wall like it's a door. Isn't that interesting? And comes right at you. Re-up initiative, boys. Starting with me. Come on. Let's all re-up initiative.
Well, I guess
Five
technically
dice
use
rolls.
my athletics, right?
Yep. Yep, so we'll plug in the 17 for you, sir. Did you suddenly remember that after rolling at 7? Yeah, no wonder. You're like, oh, by the way,
I didn't even roll yet.
that's all right. The rest of you are hanging on, perception. Okay. All right. So it's time for a little bit of battle. You don't mind a little bit of battle, gentlemen? Well, good. We'll see you next time. And you get a little bit of battle.
We've already fought, I think, something similar to this, and I don't think we're really
it didn't
looking
work out
forward
well.
to it per se. But you dangled
se.
the shinies and
Hey, no. Hey, Troy put that crap in your head, not me.
I am a
Just said you
true
noticed-
seeker of the Chalice of Amrit.
I'm like, I hinted, and like Kenro drove it home. What do you see? It's something shiny. Is it chalice shaped? And then he goes,
Yeah.
dude, carrot stick. They own you, dude. They so own you. All they gotta do is
Like I said,
all right,
Tassie is not the brightest
okay, all right,
stick of
And we'll-
dynamite.
and we'll see you all next time.